Hello and welcome to another Tower of God New World video, I guess. And today we're going to talk about Baam, fully maxed out, how to build him and everything. I maxed him out like the second that I made the last video, so if you want the proof, he. Oh, that's not Baam. Here, that's my boy. Fully 5-star rainbow. I know, shut up, don't talk to me. Uh, I just didn't do his Revolution 6. I just don't really do arena that much, but if you guys want me to get into arena, I guess I can do that. But yeah, anyways, I'll teach you how to use him, like team making, equipment, everything you need to know for him, just so like no one's confused. But yeah, here we go. Let's start. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over the skills. Can you look at my last video? But essentially, what you got to know about Baam that's really important is that he is invincible. Is in all his skills. If you get him in the exclusive equipment, is that he's invincible in all of his moves. And you want to get his ult as quickly as possible because it does an AoE effect and it slows down, and if you have Revolution 4, it takes away the energy. So that's what you want with Baam. Also, if it doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at my phone, whatever. My phone is connected. Yeah, anyway, you get it. So that's the whole point with Baam, okay? He is a blue element. He's also a mage element, meaning you want magic attack equipment, or you want to include magic attack when it comes to building him. It's important because of his revolution. His revolution, you don't want a revolution that does physical attack. Okay, that's what we don't want. Right now in the game, we don't really have a good like magic ignition weapons, but we do have other ignition weapons that can focus on something else that's not physical attack. So basically, let's start off with the elements, and I'm going to do into two categories: whether he is maxed out or whether he's not maxed out, and what type of units do you have. Okay, the good thing about Baam is that he is very friendly in the sense that you don't need him maxed out for him to be effective. If you don't have him maxed out, you can essentially just use him as a pseudo support, a unit that does a bunch of elements to the enemy or makes it easier for the DPS to kill other enemies. He's also really hard to kill, so when it comes to supporting him, you don't really need to focus on units that has shields or barriers. You can if you want to, but you don't really have to, meaning that he is very good to put on any team. As in almost any team would gain value from getting Baam, because he's not very support reliant, because he does some more supporting, and he's also very tanky because of his invincibility. So the best team obviously for him, actually no, let's do builds and teams, and then we can go on equipments later. Okay, so when it comes to him, he's a blue element. Look at this whale ass fucking account. Oh my god. Anyways, when you look at accounts and units that you can use for him, you'd want to use blue element, and blue element goes really well with him compared to other elements, specifically because a lot of blue element units are very good at giving elements or stopping the enemies from doing things. That with Baam's decaying after his ult means that once Baam ults and you stun the enemy or you slow down the swiftness of the enemy, it makes it really hard for the enemy to attack you. And with the ult doing consistent damage to it, the enemy will just kind of evaporate with the ult. That is the goal. He doesn't do crazy burst damage like YA and other DPS units, but he just wears the enemy down and makes it hard for the enemy to hit you. And he also does a decent amount of damage, actually, if we do some testings. So, for example, if you look at a basic green team, you'll have someone like, obviously not, if you might have them maxed out or not, but Mishani, she paralyzes, and she's a great tank, she's really good. Alright, actually gained a little bit of value with this unit because of the stuns and the swiftness, debuffs. I think if you look at his skills, this stuns people, right? If he dies in combat, he deals a certain amount of damage, and then he also like stuns the enemy basically, which is really good. Also, like, he's invincible for here. He paralyzes the enemy here, and he does barriers too. Barrier is like cool, I guess. I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. The whole point is that like, he paralyzes and he also stuns. Also, a really good unit with Baam is actually Garam, because Garam, and I'll put an attack build on her. I'm trying to be funny. She just does actually a pretty decent amount of damage, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, she gives energy. So if you don't have an idea set and you want another set, Garam is really good with Baam because she will give them energy if she's maxed out, obviously, and whatnot. But she's also really good too because, like I said, she stuns the enemy with her ult. So you want units stun with Baam ult is really good, okay? You want to combo Baam with units that can do that. And like I said, those three, also, if you don't have those, if a good support, actually, if you don't have those SSR pluses, would be the classic support would be Leroy is actually really good. I think Leroy might be a little bit better for this unit specifically than Blanc. I don't have Blanc Revolution 5, and I don't have Leroy Revolution 5 Sumi. I'm building him up. He'll be there soon. Anyways, but I don't have her Revolution 5 either. And the reason why I think Leroy might be better than Blanc is because Blanc is mostly healing and attack buff, whereas Leroy is attack buff and I think swiftness, if I am correct. Yeah, decreases swiftness. So decrease swiftness with energy drain from Baam, and a decrease in swiftness as well from Baam. I think he slows them down or something. Those together is a really good combo, and also Leroy buffs people with his passive. So he gains a buff with blue. If you're having a full blue team, Leroy is really good. If you just need a blue support and you need a good one, she's really good. You know, she's a really good. She's still really good. She's aging a little bit because she doesn't have lots of survivability by herself compared to other new support units. But I think she's still really good for this unit specifically. And like I said, you can go with pretty much any team. Also, if you want some good pairings with Baam, this is a really good. Huawei Young is also still pretty solid. I'm talking about SSRs specifically. It's really good. This unit is good with everybody. So, so yeah, those will be some pretty good units. Anak is also really good, but honestly, if you have a unit with Baam and you have another DPS unit, focus that DPS with Anak instead, just because Baam has a lot of survivability, which is why if you have it maxed out, and if you don't have it maxed out, then I guess you can have some good. So if you don't have it maxed out, then yes, Anak would be really good with Baam. So would with Albelda, because Albelda also gives energy. So if you have Albelda and you don't have Baam maxed out, then I would definitely suggest pairing pairing Albelda with Baam, because Albelda gives energy, and if you give energy to Baam, then Baam comes up, and then Baam will get his energy, get his ult down, and then you can start doing all the shenanigans, right? So you really want a unit that can help, which is pretty much good with almost any DPS units or units in general. You want to pair them up with a support that gives energy so they can get to their ult faster, right? So having Baam with Albelda is pretty good. The only reason why I'm a little hesitant to add Albelda is because she has a barrier, and I don't really know if the barrier... What am I doing? I'm not sure if the barrier will activate first before Baam's passive, or Baam's passive will activate before Albelda's passive. Because for Baam, if the barrier is up, obviously. Because for Baam, with his passive, is that he damages an enemy after he gets hit by a skill. So if you want to kill an enemy quicker, the enemy will come up, they'll do a skill on you, and then Baam will damage them. So I don't know if the barrier will go first or if Bomb Shield will go first, but it gives extra survivability. If you want Bomb to be more of a damage dealing unit, then I wouldn't suggest having Albelda. Like if you're having a Sundance build, for example, then I wouldn't have Albelda. But if you want survivability Bomb, you want a Bomb that does energies quicker, and you don't have it maxed out, Albelda is pretty good. If you have Bomb maxed out, you can be a little bit more free with the type of support you have with Bomb, because Bomb already has so much survivability that you can use, especially when you get to the higher floors in the game. There are different teams you can make, and a lot of units need a support that needs to give energy. White is a really good example. White is broken. White is broken, but White is not broken by himself. He needs either a set that makes him gives energy quicker and better, or gives him survivability in his set, or he is with a support that gives him the energy for him to ult in the first place, right? But Baam, because he's a ranged unit, and even if a unit does try to attack him at first, he'll just block and tank it anyways, that he's pretty good with whatever support you want to give him. So like, for example, White can really work well, can work with Gustang, but he needs something to help him. Gustang does not do that, but Gustang with Baam will be pretty good, because Gustang can give Baam some buffs with his attack and defense, which is something that's pretty valuable, for example. So Baam supports, if you have the resources, Baam with Garam is really good. Baam with Gustang is also really good, because he doesn't need the help of like Albelda for barrier or Yihua for energy. And so like while Yihua is pretty much good with any unit. Honestly, Yihua is like the ultimate like support unit, one of the best units in the game. But Baam doesn't need it as much as other people because Baam's invincible so much and he's a ranged unit, so he's not going to get targeted that much regardless. So while Yihua is really good with Baam, she's not. You're better off using it with someone else who needs it so more. So which is why Baam is so good, because Baam can be put in any team. Oh, you need a unit to put. You need an extra fifth unit. Just put Baam in there. You know, he's just that good. He's not very reliant on a specific team. So to summarize, if you have him maxed out and you can have a lot of freedom with, you can put him anywhere basically and he'll work. But if you want to make a team with Baam specifically, the blue team would be best in my opinion. And you can also you have him with a support that just like buffs him. You don't need a support that gives him an extra barrier. You can, it helps with survivability, especially if the deficit is really high. But most people's deficit are like 300, so it's okay. But if you have a really high deficit, then just go all in. I'll build a Baam, whatever. Get the tankiest ways to make your team survive. But for most people, just Baam and support that gives him more damage and more energy, and you'll be fine. You don't need a support that gives him shields and invincibility like Albelda and Yihua. But they will still help him a lot though. Like Albelda is the best support in the game in my opinion, with Yihua. They will obviously help on, but he's good with other supports too, which is really, really nice. Okay, so if we look at him, the build that I chose for him is specifically is L. Ignore this. I just like this subsets for here worked for me. But this is the build that I made. I specifically did a L set with 100% crit rate, and he's not finished yet, and I'm gonna do a crit damage increase because of his evolutionary set. Here Magic Pierce, and I did this one for crit damage increase. I got really lucky with my sets, and I got a bunch of not here, but yeah, crit rate here and a bit of crit rate here as well too. So I was able to, and with the revolution I was able to get 100% crit rate, so I was able to use that for something else. Normally I would suggest a magic resistance and physical resistance, especially if you don't have him maxed out. But if you have him maxed out, he'll be invincible a lot of the time, which means that resistance isn't as big of an issue compared to other units. So I was like, you know what, let me just go full damage on him, he needs it anyways, especially with his revolution, because his revolution is actually really good. So if you look at his revolution over here, like I did his stat attack, obviously. I'm gonna finish this. He already is done. I'm not gonna do any more than that. And then I'm gonna do the crit damage next. He's gonna be really beefy. And then I might do special move Pierce. I'm not sure. And then I don't know if I've got the resources for that. I'm probably gonna increase accuracy and hit effect is not really needed because his attack doesn't do any status alignments. But I'll definitely increase his accuracy, and I'm gonna do his crit damage, and then maybe I'll do some of this later. But he's like 60% done. So with him, those are the nodes I would definitely focus for. So I would do attack, I would do crit rate if you can get it to 100. I would do crit damage increase, and then I would do accuracy because he's a ranged unit. And then hit effect is not really needed. Swiftness, swiftness, I might do swiftness as well. Swiftness is really important. And that will be what I would do for his revolution. The thing about mages is that the revolution are really good, but they're really expensive. Like you gotta spend a lot of time with mages when it comes to revolution. But I think it's worth it because they do the most damage and they have a very good revolution. But back to the set, I did an L set because with Baam, he's a ranged unit, so you know he'll be doing a lot of ranged unit. So there's two ways to look at Baam. You can either try and proc his passive and then do a bunch of damage that way. And if that's the case, L set is not the one for you because you want people to hit you. So an L's effect with 4 is that if your 4 is getting hit for 5 seconds, his attack increases by 50 and his attack speed increases to 30, right? So if you don't want him to get hit, if he's gonna get hit anyways, then L set, you have the chance of L set not working as well until you kill the opponent that tags you. So an assassin or other units that come in and attack from the back, they might be able to hit Baam, and it will take time for the passive to activate itself. And then in that case, then you shouldn't use an L set. You should use something else like Idea, or even Sundance. Well, even Sundance if you want to. Oh, what's the rest? What's the rest? That's one for Reflecia, where like but the removes status alignments. But we'll get to that later. But I use Elsa because he's gonna be in the back. To me, in my the way that I want to use my bomb, is that I want him to be like his passive to be like an emergency thing instead of something that I activate on purpose. So even if something comes in, it's fine. We can wait 5 seconds. 5 seconds is okay. Bomb will come up. Even if something comes in, it'll attack a bomb. Bomb will do his little, shield thing, attack the enemy, kill him, hopefully, and then after that, wait 5 seconds. That this activates, and then bomb is good. We're good, right? Or you can use the idea set where you just get a bunch of energy, which is actually pretty good because you want bomb to do his energy over and over again. I think they have the idea set. Yeah, it's like this, right? Increase effect resistance, which is whatever. When the wheel uses the special move for the first time, all the ID support module activates and restores the wheel's energy by 500. So basically, you're just doing the ultimate twice really quickly, which honestly is pretty good. But since I already have bomb with units that does energy anyways, I don't think I need idea as much because having an idea set with another unit that does increase energy with his own energy, it's really good. But I'd rather have something else, but that's just me. That's a personal thing. That's not a right or wrong thing. So if you want to do that, if you want just an energy machine bomb, then an idea set with like an Albelda or a Garam will be really good because you just constantly make energy. But I just want my bomb to be in the range, to do a bunch of damage. That's the way that I built my set. So, but I think for him, idea and Elsa might be the best for him specifically. Like I said, Sundance is really good, but the only problem with Sundance is that you need to do basic attacks a lot, and Bomb doesn't really do anything crazy with basic attacks. Neither does Garam, but low-key I made this set a long time ago, so we don't worry about that. I know a lot more about the game now, but this is still a really good set for Garam. But that's that's what I wanted to do with the set. If there's other sets just that you should not do specifically is this one, Lucazia, because it increases the physical brace. I said that last time. Bomb is not a physical character. Don't do that with Bomb. There's another set that people were thinking about doing, and this one is also pretty good too. It is the this one, the Rafflesia set, because increased HP and swiftness, which is also really good. It also if you get hit by status elements, you get 200 energy, which is really really good. But so with that set, it's kind of iffy because I don't know how often Bomb gets hit with status alignments in every stage. So it's one of those things that when it works really really good, and you just win the game. But a lot of the time it just won't get activated. Either you kill the enemy before they kills you, or like you just never get hit by a status alignment. So that one I'm a little bit iffy on. I'm assuming it works better on PvP and boss battles, but I'm not really a PvP and boss battle man. So, but that's also a really good set. I will say, if you're gonna use this set with Flasia, then don't use it with just the set in general. I don't think it's a good idea to use it with Albelda, because Albelda cures status alignments. I think, is it here? Is it here? Yeah, here on the ult. Albelda removes a status alignment with their ult, so there'll be times when like those two sets and Albelda will overlap, and also that with the fact that Albelda also gives barriers which might activate before Bomb's passive. So I think Albelda might be a weird character to use with Bomb. He'll still get a bunch of buffs from the attack because Albelda's crazy. It gives crazy attack and also gives crazy shields, and all that stuff. But I think Albelda with that set is a little weird to me because Albelda just does the set but better. So I don't know. That's my sorry if I'm sniffing, my assessment with Bomb and the build. So, oh wow, it's reset. We can. That's crazy. Oopsies. Okay. Either way, that's what I would do with Bomb set. And then when it comes to his performance, I guess we can go over his performance and see how it goes. If you want to see a golden star Baam. This is probably not going to be a very good showing because this is all green, mostly green. Let's see. Want to see? Want to see? I don't think it's going to work out that well. Okay, so this will be like. See with here. Should I just do an all blue team anyways? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm probably not gonna do well because I didn't win the last game, but we can see how Baam does this thing. I don't think I'll win because this is really high deficit and I need to redo a lot of my characters. But it will be Baam in action. So he's in the bag. In 5 seconds, he'll be able to do his all set. That's my boy right there. You see the yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it was not gonna work out that well. But you get the idea. You get the idea. The thing with Baam though is did you notice that he was the last person, literally the last person to stay alive? That's good. I didn't have no, like, there was no support over there. It's because his invincibility is so strong. I want to see if, did I even win the last one with Baam? No, I did not. I didn't win this set, this team. But yeah, obviously this is not going to work out well. We have 2 green elements, and then the deficit is pretty high, and I'm too lazy to do anything crazy. But yeah, that's the, that's the showing. Yeah. Is there anything else I really wanted to say with Baam? No, that's it. Have a good one. Peace out, peace out, peace out.